I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but it's ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America, everywhere you want, 862-215-2007. You can chew like this, or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpatashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice, nice, nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you. I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but it's ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America, everywhere you want, 862-215-2007. You can chew like this, or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpatashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice, nice, nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.
All right, so your grandma is here. Your mother-in-law just came from UK and landed in your house. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a chat. I love this song so much. Since morning, I'm trying to understand what this song means to us. Let's go. Amachi Dede, thank you very much for the credits. Aye! Selewa, share the page about a friend. And then I'm paying my ba. Obahima, London, hima the babayo. Never be mana walinti mabao, mabama, bama, 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 bayankwa. Eh? Selewa. Ah! Sanet, yeah. Yenna Muncroft cross. Hey, you for na say, Eradi. Eradi. Nufwe yo. Ah! Nay. Ade. Yeni na we krom. E nyumenti na mana basa. Sansan krome. hey. Yenimo, yeni baby. Ah, 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 ah. Ladies and gentlemen, share the page and invite a friend as we launch into our discussion for today. Now watch it here, watch it here, watch it here. You're not missing. You're in the right place. This is yours truly, Counselor George Lutrot, the Ginger Honey Chips man. I bring to you knowledge, power, and understanding. And this is the School of Relationship and Marriage. We are discussing how to manage a mother-in-law. As a wife, can your mother-in-law replace your mother? Are there witches? Are there devils? Are there people who are too difficult to live with? Do they hate you because you married their son? Are they trying to protect their son? Are they married to their son in the realms of the spirit? What is it that you think is the reason why it is difficult for a wife to relate well with the mother-in-law? Is your mother-in-law very nice? Can you come and tell us how unique your mother-in-law is? How have you been able to keep your mother-in-law from your level of, at arm's level, let me put it that way, where she knows where to live? Today, I am your mother-in-law who just arrived from UK. Today, I am your mother-in-law who just arrived from the United States of America. I am live here on Facebook. Please join me on Facebook. Join me on TikTok. Share and invite a friend to tell DJ Jen that this content is good for Adinkra. He should copy it now and share the link. A mother-in-law from UK, a mother-in-law from Italy. I just arrived. The name of my club is called Enibre Soja. Enibre and Sojo. Enibre and Sojo. So mother-in-law, what's about na bedu krumu yo? Enyanami adofo what's about fufu na media humachi yo. Uba wa mami ana wo utie me baby a wo bia fa odo ebo odom ni enko yanimo fa odobo ni enko yanimo. Hey, and I love this song so much that most of us akwentio mu semunti amaye nyina ya mem ya ye bibi amachide. Thank you very much. It's very important for me to acknowledge my clothing outfit. This outfit was provided by Auntie Kwale. My hair, Auntie Kwale. My sunglasses are coming from me. And ladies and gentlemen, I came with some Doris pounds and this bag. Look at my bag. My bag to match with my cloth and my wristwatch. When he brings Soja, grandma and Abbey, mother-in-law and Abbey, but level now me the buy no. As slow the out the TV hole. Hey, it's a bugger. When he brings Soja, and if one international me abrewa, my God is. Thank you very much and welcome. Abna, and the Aminio, as so kind of one you. Awale power for swenio. Me baba 19 mabba. Wash me bag. Aye. Thanks to Auntie Kwale for my outfit. And thanks to President Ya of France for my bag. And there. And there, at that time, share and invite your friend and let's come to learn. We are here to learn. Welcome to the School of Marriage and Relationship. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited you are here. We want to learn something. I am dressed like a grandma. I'm dressed like a mother-in-law. I just arrived from Italy. I just arrived from UK. I just came from the United States of America. I am wearing Holland. I am wearing Holland. I am wearing Holland. And my pa. Wash your style. And for the grandma, no for hey. Sansa Croma. Onija Oniena. And to the number of people. I see, baby, I beg of you. Not the eye any promo. You baby, what do you have done? Sansa Croma. Yanimo, Yani baby, I will see you. Ah, Sansa Croma. You baby, I will see me. Ah, say what? You can join me this time. I'm going to read your messages, so don't worry. I am here. I still Council Alifro. You love my wig. Ah, Sanetia. Yanina microphone cross. So, I told her, baby, I did better crap. Now, why are they? And you see, you need that you will improve. Now, so you went in a man abasa, Sansa Croma. Yarinamo, you baby, I will see you. All right, so we are here at the School of Mind and Relationship. You know what it is? What time is it? Yay! Serious! What's your assembly granny? I am representing a mother-in-law, Bogga mother-in-law. And your mother-in-law be your friend to get me from Holland. Any brain soldier and to what be a wedding. Yanko. Aye. Sanetia. Yet them go cross. So I told baby I better grandpa. Now why I be? Now you see it now I am grown. Now say you went in a man abasa. Sansa Croma. Yarinamo yani baby. Garara. You know, I don't invite people early, except those who come to read for me messages. So once you come in there and you are ready to read, I hook you up. I can see Abna is there. When she's my goddess. Welcome, welcome. Unfortunately for me, the university attended didn't help me as a drama and artist person. I am in the creative act. Unfortunately for me,
but you look beautiful.
I look beautiful. Is that what you're saying? Oh my God! Your mother-in-law just arrived from UK. Give me a gift. Just give me a gift. The name of my club is called When He Brings Soja. And it is purely human hair. And you get one any person. Abrochen ye fiaban. Wa shaba ya mi kre dollar pounds. Echishemu yambane kwa. Yay! Mother-in-law papa bi. Mother-in-law papa bi. Mother-in-law papa bi. Esa offer me ohima. Maba or maba. Since aso kono for me huham. Me huham. Ubati me hu pampan sent me ba. Sent no. Yeah, me dear. So well, your mother-in-law just arrived, and this is how she's looking. Well, prim and proper. Then so bang at the cheeks because we're upon a watch. Mother-in-law, if you are brochire, ba. What in a woman watches, Sansa Croma. Hey, yeah, who will be? I won't see you when who was some back you. What Jenny said, so about what the Bemalani Mammy will be soon. Now, when the mamma tears on now, bay you. Yeah, no funny ginger. So, everyone who fortunes in the ginger. So, lele. I am so. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Eddie. I don't know why I can't pick Doreen. Doreen, I can see you, but I can't pick you. I don't know why. Come again, I'll try. All right, so thank you very much for joining me. This is brought to you by Ginger Honey Chips. The honey chips of the season. Wherever you find yourself in Ghana, just hook up with me on 0277 609 644. And if you are in America, order it now because the weather has changed in UK, in America, and in Germany. Just start chewing ginger and your body will be warm, your zinc will increase on 862 215 2007. 862 215 2007. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say a big thanks to Amachi Day for giving me that particular energy as a mother-in-law for the season right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy when you find women wearing these things. The hair is entering into my mouth. And that from Mamikra. But we are there, Meshe. As you corner for the name of my club is called Menibre and Soja. Enibre and Soja. Your eye fire, your eye red, it no go set fire. My costume is provided by Auntie Kwale, the senior patron of Councillor Lutheran Foundation, the one and only sweet auntie of mine. She dressed me up this evening, and then my president, Ofan, gave me this expensive bag. She doesn't joke with the bag. I had to snatch it and come and use it as a corner for my fear bruchiri. Hey, when yami bawa bruchiri, aso awa bruchiri. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome all of you to our topic for tonight. As a wife, can your mother-in-law replace your mother? Is a question. And on TikTok, how to manage a mother-in-law as a wife. Let me start reading your messages, which are brought to you by Ginger Honey Chip. Thank you very much, Doreen, for joining me. Abna Sugar, you are here. Doreen, I saw you coming on Facebook. Try again because I need you here to do my messages for me. But let me read few for you from here, and we'll start reading messages as we start with that definition. Now, we have Eva here clapping the hands for Councillor Lutrot. I have Georgina say, you look, I love your wig. Yes, you should love my wig. The order that was given to me is that make sure you don't go and dash the wig. My auntie said, hey, I can't wig about me. Facebook. You can only love it, but you can't have it. And then Amma Bento says, Auntie Counselor or sister, hey, please. Mother-in-law, I am grandma. Grandma, now for breast cancer month, go and examine your breast and check if there's a lump in it. Early detection can avoid you from amputation. It's the month of breast cancer. That is what my breast is standing on. I am anticipating. Now for shuffle for. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Don't come and mention my name. Say mother-in-law. And this is Isaac watching you live from UK. I just arrived from UK. You can see my club. It is Holland Papa B. Wenibri and Soja. Georgina is saying, and I have Amma Ben to say, splendid, beautiful girl. And sexy. Grandmother. Your mother-in-law is sexy. Mother-in-law upon a new for just hello. Mute to mother-in-law. You have to listen by speed. Please listen by speed. Grandmother, then a hammer. This is grandmother, please. Grandmother back. This. That was see. What were it by for back? Obi odi by for got be answer your by for what the by for got also your by for. We are for side what ladies and gentlemen, and this is coming from Henry. Henry Sweet says, oh my God, OMG. Thank you all very much for joining me. We're here to learn, and I'm here to demonstrate to you one of the nice. If your mother-in-law is a villager, you have peace of mind. But if your mother-in-law has ever traveled, acquaintance with them to be the power. Acquaintance with to be the power. And can cancel when you're so bad when in Yasia. I've been now see your point who upon who be like who shit. What do you say? So a mother-in-law has just arrived. A daughter-in-law. Wako school area to say Dorimo. Share their part area singing now who some as media for a year. Two know to say more P. Now I worry about them. To see an anasoba lande. Asilbana landed where PF aeroplane wabisi. Brofwa oti, Shia oti, Enkraya oti. Enkanka ayi before embre wana akotena bruchia cheno. Omo nya homete sa, omo ye din but dangerous. Enkrafo de ni de nko a. Na. But what abrochia ngbanya yo, eto we je na ho ba na. Na santine ma amene de obetena fi ho. Ohima na ho he. Ohima ase menya odan. Me ba be ma me wo no. A son said, the wind is moving my hair. You know, I'm just imagining how if by chance my mother-in-law will watch me. And you know, the funny thing is that my mother-in-law's friends, they watch me than any other person. They are going to call my mother, hey. You know, I'm very fortunate that I was dressed by my auntie herself in the house. So if there's any problem, they will go and solve in the family house. Because the back of the dress, they have to close it. And then she has to close it for me gently and put a cape on it and arrange my breast. Unfortunately for me, I can't review. It took time to come because I was coming in a grand style. Near addressing. Yes, me make it up. I'm saying me make up. I'm go ahead. Uba say me nim kikame. Make up. Me about come me nim kikame. Mr. Osiana me nim say about you me the dana kokata so. I'm just hoping my wife will not come. Nobody should call her because oh Buakra Waba or Facebook or Tron again. Or Tron again. Yes, today is today. I am loving it. Continue loving it, my love. Amabento says, mother-in-law, so sweet. Mother-in-law, who is so sweet like this? Hey, that is not, that is not respect. Oh, I can't see it. Okay. So he's admired them. If you have a mother-in-law like me, how will you feel? Ladies and gentlemen, let me start the ball rolling with my topics here. I don't know if Abna, you want to read some of the messages there. Okay. The first question is that who is a mother-in-law is my question. I always want to have a basic definition of the topic we're having. Let me take the opportunity to welcome all of you. Mother-in-law is here. I want to be a DNT. Speed number form. Kai say me too many din edi. Men when you break and soldier.
Yes, sir. Any break soldier.
Na one year some. One year near. And he say when you break cry and soldier. What's the way when you break cry and soldier? I mean, Jimmy home. You can say, Mr. Mother-in-law. Say. You have to manage your mother-in-law or you lose your marriage. Angela says, this is therapeutic for me. Stay blessed. I am blessed, Angela. May God bless you too in this therapy. We have to come. It's been, I think I was talking to somebody, I was telling the person that the energy to come live today, I don't know where it's gone to. The energy is something. What is happening to the energy? I will just share with her that the energy to come live today, BB. Then I just went off the phone. Then I heard them talking in my ears. Don't miss it. Go as a mother-in-law. That's all. And that is what they're talking to on phone there. Oh, I'm sorry. I will not waste my energy to go and thank you. What do you mean? Are you the person who is sitting here? Ghana for who thank the person too much. Oh yeah, you know, but I am not better. I saw irate. And yeah, IRS see money. And yes, see money. I say,
Give it to her, do black.
don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. The power is in the hands of us. So you have a pack. You have a wanting through. You feel like this. No. All right. So I think I've been able to connect whoever is it. So you can get on Facebook. So Abna, let's go here. Read down for me. What do you have here? Let's go. Some few messages. Okay. So we are asking, what is the definition of a mother-in-law? Who is a mother-in-law? Who is a mother-in-law? A lot of people are referring to some women in their life as mothers-in-law. But unfortunately for us, some of us don't have mother-in-law. And because we don't have mothers-in-law, we tend to behave that every woman who is the mother of a guy who is sleeping with us, or we have a child with, tends to be our mother-in-law. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just bring you the correct definition of a mother-in-law. A mother-in-law is the mother of a spouse. So we can have a mother-in-law for a wife and a mother-in-law for a husband. Who is the mother-in-law? The mother of a spouse. So my mother is a mother-in-law to my wife. My wife's mother is a mother-in-law to me. So you only have a mother-in-law by virtue of marriage. Ladies and gentlemen, when you are cohabiting with a man, you don't have an in-law. When you have a child with a man, you don't have an in-law. So, and a maso, if a man will have 400 children with you, whilst he has not taken the trouble to pay your bride price, you don't have an in-law. Majority of us, because we have children with the men, we finally come to a position of agreeing that I have a story of a young woman who went to do NCUE, and when she got to the grounds, they sacked her in Kumasi, and they didn't understand. They brought it to my show called to me in Kawasam, and everybody was saying, until I explained it to her that you will just have a child with the man. So yeah, fantoma, when they are taking cloth for the funeral, you don't have rights to take one. Ye koyen siwiye, untumin koyen siwiye, one beban woba. Asa obi di papa bi woye. One ne wuye na papa ni wuye ye kwe yi ase no. Ye fa ntoma no, no akobisa ntoma ye fa, onu so akofa bi. Odu ho na ye di krala, uni calico. The woman's family members immediately saw the baby mommy coming. They rushed and covered her up and carried her into a room, removed the dress, and gave her something to wear. Because they told her that when she does that, she's coming to cause a lot of traditional mayhem and confusion. She didn't understand because she thought she was also a wife. My sister, if you are listening to me, you are only having a mother-in-law because a man has taken the trouble that he has gone to pay your bride price. Hear this. When a man does knocking over your head, you don't have an in-law. Knocking is not marriage. Knocking. We have two forms of knocking in our traditional level. The first knocking is to inquire if the daughter is capable. Sorry, I have in that form. But we push it on. One of the things you have to learn is that when they do knocking over your head, there are two forms of knocking. The first knocking we do is to inquire if your daughter Abna is available for marriage. It's knocking. And by that knocking, you go and leave a message and you go with a drink and with money in smaller denominations. When you are doing knocking, you don't take huge sums of money. You take either one cedi, $1, 50 pesos, 2 cedis. You don't take 50 Ghana and those things. If it's 1,000 Ghana cedis you are taking, it should be in smaller denomination with a drink. Why do we do that? So that the family will now give the drink and the money to the young boys and young girls in the community to do an investigation behind the man who want to marry their daughter. They call it yadi chichema ebushiane embranti ati kwankwendiase. Ni enye hwehwemu ntwesa branti no say na adwen say obeware ye baba ayembia waware da owomba omubusuemu hwemba. So they use that money to go and do investigation. So knocking doesn't mean marriage. That's the first knocking. When they accept you to come and take the list, and watch it here, you don't go and do knocking and immediately they give you a list to come and marry their daughter. Any family that does that has done the biggest mistake. The wind is blowing my hair. They've done a big mistake as a mother-in-law from UK. Listen, immediately you go and do knocking, they can't give you a list. You are not given a list to come and marry their daughter. Never. It's not done anywhere. They have to let you go and let you know that this family will sit every 21 days. So when we sit in the 21 days and we realize that our daughter is available and our investigation has come to an end, we will send a word to you to come for an agreement and a list to come and marry our daughter. Now, if you go and do knocking, and after the set day they gave you, information doesn't come, you don't have the right to go and ask them. Now, you don't have the right. Number two, you can't go back for your knocking, drink, and money. Once they didn't agree, it means that they have not given you the right to marry their daughter. Asa, if you, the lady, makes a mistake and go for the guy to impregnate you, when he comes and he wants to marry you, that is where we take kwasiebuo. Now hear me very carefully. If a man impregnates a woman, we don't take kwasiebuo from the man. Kwasiebuo only comes when the man decides to marry the woman. Wonye moba yanju kwasiebuo. Just say why you wadwin say obeya ne ho ade. Ne ade afam amole julo kwasiebuo. Enti eminyem ne ama me koye kwasiebuo ye gi me hina. No. Ehu eyenimu. Ye eyenimu na ye kan. Wonyem obi baba na ye be ombedi abisa. Enti dorinti we se menyem na. De woman say me to me nkwa abusuafi o nkoka se manyem dorin dabi. Ebusuan ne bebisa dorin se wo ho adane. Be ma na onyem ye friend sen. Na dorin abomidin. Obomidin a na one ebusuan aba me busuafie. Ye ma ne ntokwaso. Ye baka se ye ba ba yi ho adane. Ye bisa na wabomogwa be ma ni din. Ye se ye fie ha ye won mema miensa. Ne papa ne wafa bodanfo baako enya abranti a oko suku onwieye oko suku kesiem e wo Kwame Nkrumah University enti ye de beto na nim ne abisa no enti abusuafo ye serem momma ye na wotwe baako ye beba abeka se ye ane ana dabi enti abusua no ebisa ombo abem no se ane a ne asanse ni delegation de akọ ba ni fie samri na ye ba no ye ba beje mpene ye se ampa our son has agreed that he is the one who impregnated your daughter. Then at that time, that is where the family will come in and tell the people that, yeah. Yes, you are right. These are our protocols. Our daughter have been put in the family way without going through the right process. So this is what we want you to do. You don't pay the bride price of the woman. Ube you and him. Eyenimu ne ya jinsa ya gisika na ya mawa hu se abaya na wodi ho abeka no wona abema na didie sika ne hospital ko. So you take care of antenatal, you take care of the feeding of the young lady. Under no circumstance should they allow the girl to come to you officially. So families that get angry and they come and drop the girl on you, one na funnel, that is an error. You don't give your daughter in anger because she has been impregnated. You surcharge the person to take care of your daughter. Whether she was going to school, if she's a minor, you go and report to the police because a child who is below 16 by law should not go through sexual intercourse. It is called rape. It's called defilement. If you're above 18, it's rape. So if you have a child who is 16 below, and gets pregnant, it is believed that under the law, it falls under defilement. And every doctor that must deliver such a child must write a note. A police report must come. if the family gives consent, it has to be recorded. So the process is clear, which means if somebody comes to do a yenimu because they have impregnated your daughter, it doesn't make the person a husband. I hope we are learning something. Under no circumstance, sebema eba no benye muba, no be ye anymore. Emma beman be dani kunu on your ban one dear. Oba one dear yono, you will quiet fast way your ban one you. Sa quine a see a faso, Emma be dani or yeri ane kunu. Eti knocking and yawa dear. See me bion. Obi be knocking any 2 times. So when you go and do the first knocking and the family agrees and they give you a list. Now watch it here. Anytime you are given a list, you are given a time to come and fulfill the list. Yema lista ebusuani kachira o say yebusuan mu de yenware yawada memne da pen ye tena se gya wade ye de ama wi de ye hwe ebusuafo animu say ye tena hei na watwe nan echi a ebe memre de adi kan wabosumi fufuro mu se mo aye nhihye wi a ye mamo kwan se mo be ye ba ne ho ade nhihye ni ndu ya mo ma enkomo ento ye nse mo nhihye ni ndu ye na watwe da nim fufuro no motumi abeye. They don't give you a list for you to go and stay and come anytime. The family gives you time to come and do the engagement. Engagement or traditional marriage arrangement is not done by the man. It's not done by the church. It's not done by the man's family members. And yet, the Bushansi Yamawari Abnadia. Now, so Yababama Bako Wabruchisi Yanchen. When the lady's family says, come and marry our daughter, and you are not ready, they have the right to give the girl to another man, and they have not committed an error. Number 2, if a family owns with the baby, I know 2 years, then I don't know. If a family have not given you a list after knocking, and a girl you are sleeping with gives you a list, and you go and buy, and the family doesn't agree, don't blame the family. There are girls who are working in town and they have copies of marriage lists in their bag. Say, see, I guess now you're prepared. Now that would be a worry last week. You're worrying you the list, no, and no pana or waji, no a photocopy. But I before list, no, and then cry for list in yape, asante for list, any a fanti for list and yape. So anytime somebody gives you a list and the person doesn't belong to where you come from, some of the things on it will not be applicable to you. A list respectfully must be taken after knocking. Now watch it here. The second knocking is done on the day of the traditional marriage. Enti se wo ba be yo ba no one dear sa da na wo ba no wo do oba no pono no a, whether it's an open gate, whether the gate is open, whether it's a compound, whatever it is, you are supposed to knock and the family should accept you before you enter. So 2 knocking is done in our traditional marriage cycle. The first knocking is a request to marry. The second knocking is that the things you ask us to bring, we are here. So we are knocking for you to open us. And so you stand there and you shout, I go. If you have, whether there's a gate or there's no gate, then they will send somebody to come with yo chairman and one no. Yes, Rabo, Eja Akonta, Sekai, Frifa, Nibusian for na bay. Yababa maybe a yaba, baby sa quine wahano. Yamrina swamma yensian bed 1 day. And your baby said, and net dear, Moti near your buyer. You see, you na dear Modi airport diner wahi. So they take the drink and money from you, go and tell the head of the family, and then they will give you access into the house. Second knocking. Now look at some funny thing that people don't know. In an engagement ceremony, I'm talking about how to marry so you can have an in-law. In an engagement ceremony, there are only 2 fashions. When you go to engagement and you see the canopy is labeled friends of the bride, friends of the groom, workers, old students, church members, everybody at the grounds have a mental deficiency. Because in the traditional marriage, there are only two fashions. Bema Echifo, Oba Echifo. And the setup is done in such a way that the people who came to marry will always be positioned at the gate level. The man's family will always be positioned into the main house. Esanse omo ya hoho eti ye momo atenase a ye kire won be bia omo fa ba ye no hono be fa apie. So in that sitting, the marriage setting goes on. Every little thing there. Watch it here. The man's family, when the man's families are seated, traditionally, the woman's family are not supposed to eat in front of them. Number two, the gifts that we give to the woman's family are different from what we give to the man's family. They shouldn't be the same. Remember, all the witness gifts, we call them the gifts of witnessing. Those who came to witness the marriage, whatever we give them is provided by the woman's family. So no man goes to buy souvenirs that will be shared at a traditional marriage. And yet Bema said yes, sir. Dear Obani be chama Bema ne busuafo on no okoto. Enti Obani busuafo decided so meche came. Papa, panye, ensuo, enfo bia ho. Hwe, efie ni painting, Bema ko han konya, Bema ko ji carpet grass, Bema ko ji pergola, like any other thing they do in the house. It's none of the business of the man. The way they decide to receive you, just go like that. But right now, it is funny when you are looking at our traditional marriages. I watched one recently, and I was surprised that when the man was called to come into the house to be shown to the girl's family members, it's unfortunate. All the guys who were following the guy were now holding baskets with gifts in it. Where did we lose this common sense? When did we get to this point? So we have exaggerated the basic net of marriage and has made this marriage industry so odious and frightful. And social media is feeding on the credits and feeding on the data, and the original reason why we should create in-laws are lost. Very difficult to have an in-law. All this particular process is to provide an in-law for the marriage. So immediately it happens like this, it means that you have an in-law. So in-laws come in only when this process goes through as marriage. Now watch it here. In Ghana, we have three forms of marriages. We have the Mohammedan marriage, we have the customary marriage, the one I just spoke about, and we have the civil marriage. We don't have church marriage. There's nothing in the laws of Ghana called church marriage. The church has no marriage. The family's marriage is regulated by the family. So those of us who had the family engagement and decided to go and do civil marriage, immediately you finish family marriage and you decide to go and do civil marriage, you nullify the engagement, and the engagement is no more relevant by law. So your wife is not under obligation to wear 2 rings. So share engagement, you know. Na onsan share what friend then wedding income. And no. It's coming to a time where people will understand that you can go straight and go and do civil marriage without traditional marriage. That's why when you are divorcing your wife and you are married under the law, you don't use snap to divorce your wife. I'm going to treat divorce tomorrow. Whether divorce is the answer. But I'm saying this to all of you, that how do we get an in-law? All that lecture I have given for the past 20-something or 35 minutes or so It is just for you to know how you have an in-law. If you are not a wife, either traditionally or Mohammedanly or civilly, you don't have an in-law. So an in-law comes into your system when you are married. Never smile when the guy having sex with you or the guy who you are going out with, the mother calls you Asil Masibenio. One Benny, near two ding. Oh, a quack, so why you or him abra. Hey, woeful, ye, or batting some come and say. But I want near what when you was the dear show baba. I say a year be a sewer busion. What will you and I will say future wife. Shame on you. So you are not an in-law. Even proper structure for marriage. When your wife goes to your family house, she is said. They don't go and say. People don't want to hear that truth. My wife cannot come to our funeral and go and take tray and start serving. Serving who? Who has access to serve? And I want ya kasa so your kwadifo. Na one name so your kwadifo. One name and hwehwanimu. And yan wale wo no, wo jollof ye denti, akola bia birthday, ni afrew. Kwabna frewadan fo ne se ni jollof no, kwaku birthday Saturday, woman no bi man ni jollof na nkwala ni di omo ni jepa. So you are cooking jollof in their house whilst you are not just a wife. And your mother-in-law is smiling with you. We don't have anything called mother-in-law to be. Bibi and you, sir. So stop that English. So you have a mother-in-law after your bride price have been paid. By this definition and explanation, no Christ said, "Minyanka metumi wege." Hey, me kwechi na afoi. Na mi hu ma mabo. Counselor,
you've not seen anything yet.
Oh, say day, and we are born nowadays. And the more women be now. Mother-in-law, that hear you. Move mother-in-law. Why? Hey, hey, me I come to you. Oh, well, shoot, cause hey, my bro. Ah. So, I have come to explain to you what gives you opportunity to have a mother-in-law. I want to proceed. If anybody is coming up and has a question, sorry for those of you on Facebook, you saw me flying in the air. Yes, Madani Bay for me too, Kafra. Yeah, they lost me on Facebook because I pushed the camera away. Yeah, our friend is laughing. Yeah, your bag is here. See your bag. It has gone on Facebook. Turn the preco. Why? Mami auction or hand will be in top. What about top? But brother, I mean, Toma, meton, Namaria Yeska. What it? Yanka seven tomba. Abe, they want to me you sub you. I call viral. Mother-in-law bag. Bibi, I'm a shape. Your man didn't even say my tongue to my warning. But the one country intimate tongue. Let me continue here. So I have Georgina. And I have Amma Bentel. I have Henry here. Henry says, "Oh my God." Yao Fran says, "Thumbs up." According to her, I'm looking very beautiful. Thank you very much, Yao Fran. And we say, yes, today be today. Amma Bentel says, "Mother-in-law, so sweet." Okay. I read that earlier on. Amma says, "I just give me emojis of smiles." And then I have Inshira say, "I am late." Oh, Inshira, you are late, but not too late. We just started the lecture. So I think by this particular explanation, everybody now understands who a mother-in-law is. So if you don't have a mother-in-law, then learn in this conversation. Are we supposed to be friends to a mother-in-law? Can your mother-in-law replace who your mother is? I've heard stories of women who are married and they say, "My mother-in-law is so sweet than the mother who gave birth to me." If you have said this before, may God forgive you. May God forgive you that you can open your mouth and say as a wife that your mother-in-law is sweeter than your mother who gave birth to you. Are you serious? How can it be? How? What at all have you seen your mother-in-law? But why are mother-in-laws not very friendly to daughters-in-law? I am married, and it's clear that my wife cannot be a friend to my mother. I have told my wife, the very day she becomes the best friend of my mother, she will go to her mother's house. Yeah. And I mean it. Because my wife cannot be a best friend to my mother. They can't go and buy one cloth and they bring soldier and they sew together. For who?
No, never.
You come and meet the two of them eating together. As a matter of fact, my mother has the opportunity to give my wife some limited information about me. My mother cannot call my wife and start narrating my childhood deficiencies to my wife. They are not friends. But I've heard people saying that if you want your marriage to work, befriend your mother-in-law. I don't subscribe to it. Every mother-in-law has the tendency of becoming a witch when it comes to the marriage. The reason is no woman believes that any other woman can take care of their son. But let me tell you this. If you see a witch in your mother-in-law, then don't give birth to a son. Because immediately you have a son, you are also a future witch in the making. Mother-in-laws, how do we lose their respect? If anybody has an idea, you can share with me. Because most of us will lose the respect of our mothers-in-law before we become wives. Honestly, we lose it. Because majority of us, unfortunately for us, is that Mama T. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest women in UK when it comes to social media, Mama K, Women Without Limits, has come to join me today. Mama K, please invite your friends and let them come and join. Thank you for being part of us from the UK. I appreciate your effort this morning in giving me the opportunity to talk on your channel. And as you see me here, I am a mother-in-law who just arrived from UK, and I am coming to visit my son. Ever since my son got married, I have not come to their house before. So the wife doesn't know that Nikunu Mame wa Brichri. Mesha space the son se benyan so ben me pomenim ansana me kwa Brichri. Me kwa Brichri 35 years ni. Inti maba aso konofo. Ntuma na me fram, ye frɛ no ani brain soja. Nti ohima waba me ma wakwaba yesua de ye ho aduru. So let me continue. Why do you think most of us we tend to lose respect in the sight of our mother-in-law? Either we don't respect them or they don't regard us. What do you think is the cause? If you have a view, you can unmute yourself and I invite you to start talking. I have a reason why we lose, but I've spoken for some time and I open the way for the rest of you. So let's go. Yes. Good evening. Speak out, please.
I think some of the husband's mothers, their mothers don't let their sons go. Even if you get married to them, they still like they hold on to them more than they hold on to their daughter. That is what I've noticed here. Even where I'm staying now, I've noticed that they don't let their sons go, no matter who they are married to.
Okay. So you believe that it's not about you who is coming to marry the son, but the mother is not ready to allow the son to go. Is that what you're saying?
It is not the woman. It is always their mother's side. Yeah.
So what you mean is that like you're getting married to me, the problem is not you,
yes.
But the problem is that yes. My mother is not ready to let me go.
Yes, even if he allow you to get married to another woman, they never let their sons go completely, like they do with their daughters.
Oh, okay. So that is why you think that they don't have respect for you, because they've not given you their son and they're not ready to let their son go. All right, I like that. Well,
yeah, because they think it's their responsibility to take care of something like that.
okay. All right. I get that one. Okay. So any other comment there? But let me read this one. I'll have this one. This one is coming from Elizabeth. Elizabeth says that my ex-mother-in-law is good, but her sister is. Then Elizabeth also says that I tried that mother-in-law friendship, which made me understood the saying, familiarity breeds contempt. And then Adwa Inshira says, my fiancé mom is very good. Adwa, but I want to say, fiancé who ni mother-in-law. If you didn't share what is soon, Quajan is on this soon, Kunyawali ends in our bones, Samrani, the dame in law, and I won't say before Eshamania say, Medaso. Any other comment coming from any other place? Thank you very much, Adia Pena. Any other point from any other place? Why do you think that the mothers-in-law come to a point not to believe in their daughters-in-law? Any other point from the floor? Hi, my dear.
Now let me go.
Okay, go.
Thank you so much, brother.
Welcome.
I did check everybody watching, and I've seen almost all the ladies are joining as well.
Thank you.
Mami Fight, Queen is here. I've seen a lot of their friends is here. They are all coming anyway.
They are welcome.
The first thing that I would say is Catholic Church. Women, we are our own enemies. Okay? Every woman sees another woman as their competitor, or I would say their rival.
Okay.
So a mother-in-law believes that you coming in, one, you are a gold digger. I've nurtured my son for all these years. I should be the one benefiting from him, not another woman. And this is when you forget that there are also women that have also got married to other men. So exactly what they are expecting their in-laws, how to treat them. They are supposed to treat their in-laws the same way. But just because of that thing in women, it's always an issue. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because that's what we believe. But if their daughter goes to marry another person's son, they are expecting that son's parents or mother to treat them right.
Okay.
But they forget that they are also doing the same to another person's daughter.
Okay.
You see, until we women stop hating each other and seeing each other as competitors or seeing each other as rivals, but rather seeing ourselves as women under one umbrella with unity, aiming the same thing together, this will not stop.
Okay.
Everyone believes the mother-in-law is a witch, as you say. Every woman believes that. And every mother-in-law believes a daughter-in-law is a gold digger. This has been the norm.
Oh, okay.
So until we women sit on one table and break it down, and learn to love each other and support each other, and see us as one, this will not stop.
But let me ask you, okay, can it ever happen that my mother will see you as one woman? Because watch the story. I am the Ebusia Krachi. They've taken care of me. Everything comes from me. Then you come back and you are coming to dig from what you're talking about. And you want me to be fine with you?
It can happen. It can never happen.
So what you are saying will never happen.
See, Uncle Richard.
Yes, my dear.
I believe that life, there is always room for improvement.
Okay.
If we begin to talk about exactly what you are doing today, if we start talking about it, a lot of people will begin to understand why. Because this has never been spoken. We are always talking about just, what is happening, how my mother-in-law treats me and how I treat her back and all that. But have we sat down to say, let's find a solution? How are we going to find a solution to this issue? So until we, the women, start thinking about it and sit on one table, this will not stop.
But so
really getting fun of this your week tonight too.
I can see that I'm looking. This is a grandma coming from the UK. Matina Bruchirache. Shantumana mi freni. Any brain soja. Nipana bre. Abrewanu for Shosane Jinaso. Bless Canter awareness month. Main Pomako check is a condemn new for one. I won't so about or see so. Mekuma wako check here na. And new for common a midi. And we get the upper. But thank you, but let me see this. So a mother-in-law is protecting the family interests because the son is the leader of the fortune of the family. By that particular position, they want to make sure that whoever comes in as a wife understands the protocol of the family. Is she wrong? I don't know if people understand where I'm coming from. Wadani doctor, wadani lawyer, wadani official man, wadani MP. Yempese oba fun bi beba. Na wa be say ebusuane diapade na eniguase enti. Marie so ata so say me amepa yire ama no. Oba obebu mi a obeti me ne maame na se. Ena mema ho kwan so onware me ba no. Mesre o. Me maame yesa, wa ye boni ana.
There's two ways to say this. It could be yes and it could be no. But why would you choose a spouse for your son?
To protect the family legacy.
No.
I want to protect the legacy of the family.
It's because you want to control him, as the other lady said. You don't want your son to go. You don't want your son to go.
Is it wrong?
For your son.
Is it wrong?
That's wrong.
No, I don't want my son to go.
Yes, he's an adult.
He's an adult carrying our fortune.
But you want to take from your parents and allow you to go.
Yeah, but this son is carrying a busuye japadie. Yen fane ma abaye bia keke. No ambese busuye japadie no.
Than the ones that the men went into.
I agree with you, but that is why I'm asking the question. Where do you lose respect in the sight of your mother-in-law? Is it before the marriage, during the marriage, or after the marriage? What do you think you do that you lose respect?
Counselor, yes. Please, can I come in?
Okay.
So what you're saying, sometimes it depends.
On what?
It depends. Sometimes it's during the marriage. Sometimes it's after the marriage, like processing of the marriage, and sometimes too is you see, I have this one friend there. The way the guy presented my friend to the family, always I told my friend that it's a very huge mistake. The way the guy presented the lady to the family.
Hey, how did he do it?
always he would take my friend to his family and he will be saying ma me de manwaria asimisia me wu me manwaria asimisia me ntimio asimisi de me dono asimisi de me doni fimako. So you are trying to let your mom know that odo asimisi esne me kram.
Okay.
So I say, you are trying to let your mom know that who does me assistant, maybe not maybe on the internet, I'll be for time, I won't nip on our bear. So I say, and sometimes I am a quiet and Bemani been so fast, I'm moody, Barney Quatrino, and no, a very huge mistake.
Okay.
Our auntie engineer, engineer, okay, I don't want to turn your man in Nazi or mobile engineer. We catch me, I'm going to say, engineer no Cassian, and yam from Sobia, no banana, Yanas, and yam from Sobia, Bemana, you may inquire. If you come, come near call. Yakwa, or Becca's answer. And I said, you will come and I would dance a BBO. Oh, no, come out to me, you will do. Mamma no obesiri o but na come mu ne ne timu de die o wa dream bi eta ye chese me ma wo drama bre na me yanko no so no asem bi e ba ni say omusi o yare ye pa o yare ne kwara bemti ni ma me bre no ho bo ne ho kai pa na wo no di oba aba na obe kasa nsem we ya de be na obe say mama no adwin. So I say, in the family brain, so age so I almost or a day and back of fee, a coach chair or more for. Okay. Now, me can I say, now, a busiani peggy on us, ye pa, but I'll start to know, okay, Casania, my yamano. If you all come on, say, or see a friend girl, and I say, the girl is our friend and us when you were on fire. If you are with me, why you be seen that I don't know on fire. It's me doing the whole day. Now, you mammy who say, yeah, be being costly you on your banning themselves or be ma and my many who say, my many neighbors for Nina who say, or do banny pa. It's almost of a queen pia, so our engineer.
Okay.
Our engineer, the younger sister, was in the younger sister to me, on yet a kind of she, a kind to me a church and who be chenny dinner near a dinner near our age or not on your man number worry but engineer. Maybe one man lose respect. It's maybe the answer.
Matilda Ochenasi, and Tinacha said, it's likely that when before you get married, you can lose that respect from the family by virtue of the way the man will be talking about you in the relationship. Good.
Yes.
What of the young girls are Abba? I was here meaning baby do, but obabia or call a washing who call very late. Now I feel very early. Now my 4 girls are Abba and saying they're more different. Omoba and tem na all be chia or beman mame. Now beman mame ka say ukwa me chia mame o. Osi man ba che nempo me nko ade asan. Meda ha ochina na me ko. Ade chia no pa no ma hye o t-shirt kese de aba main house. Ebe chia abeboa ayefie nyama. Don't you think that when you become common in their sight, they would definitely lose respect for you before the marriage? Others believe that when you come very common before them and you are serviceable in the house before marriage, they see your value and believe that you are serviceable. I don't know which one is right. From where I sit, if you become common in the sight of your in-laws or in the sight of the guy you are dating's family, they don't give you respect. A year be our birthday party adoring.
Yeah, I support what you're saying.
I mean, young Wally woo, but why you want to say, I'm available? Be me catch it. Be I say, Bema Wale, na a year si omufie, na party be koswa, ja a year na ko party. Because you don't have any locus to be there. Uban so be to kwanye fin crime. Wako kumasi kurasi chibi abrante bi osi obe ware no. Okodi 3 days akoye yie ese ni ma amewu. Echiremu ya wale na osi abrante ni ewidini. Why won't you put a value on yourself? Because to manage your mother-in-law, yes, you only have an in-law after marriage. But the way you give yourself to them before they come and pay your bride price is also part of the game. When they are going to get married to you, can you imagine that the current girls, most of you that are getting married recently, they go and sit with the guy's mother and they go to town to buy the things they are going to use to engage them? Where is that written? How? I don't understand. Right now, the things they will use to marry you, they give it to you to wrap and bring it back to them to present. Who said that? Where is this coming from? Where? Because the issue is your mother-in-law and the family, they are supposed to serve you. And the service starts from when they are planning to marry you. So they go to town to buy their cloth. They go to town to buy your things. You don't follow them. Even some of you right now, you buy the things and go and give it to them. So from the initial place, you lose your value before them. And like Mama K said, listen, Mama T, what she said is very correct, because listen, you are the first rival in the life of your mother-in-law. So she cannot be your friend. As nice as my mother is, she cannot be a friend to my wife. My wife can never pick a phone to call my mother and ask a man now what to say. And who said it? Anything. Anything. No mo si phone so. Ye be kasa sa ni e din komo sa ye fe ni finaso na aba maso ni e din komo. For what? No, for what? Where from that thing? And we are telling people that that is what makes marriage work. Mother-in-law, the only thing you find out be good. No. So I ask a question. If today I go to my family house with my wife, and we get to the house, my mother is pounding fufu in the kitchen. Is my wife supposed to go and hold the pistol and pound the fufu for my mother? It's a question. We visit my house. Me mama wo kitchen. Ese me yiri eko kitchen oko chia me mama ana. Because ese omonim so ni ade ye. Ese omo hu ni se onim se na enu aduane. Na me sire wo oba no ho na oba be ni aduane ama no. Who is my wife coming to cook for? She's going to cook for me. So where is that protocol that she has to go and the family should be sure that she knows how to cook food? For what? For who? If she cooks poison for me to eat, who is going to eat? Because I don't believe, me personally, anytime we go to a family house, my mom is there and I go with my wife. The last place my wife stops is the sitting room. She will sit down. And then my sisters will come and serve her water and drink. Then I go and tell my mother, your daughter-in-law is here. And my mother will leave the kitchen to come and greet her. She doesn't go to the kitchen to go and greet my mother. For what? No, she's going to greet her in the kitchen. Look, anytime my wife is going to her house, she dresses well. Kitchen. But she's expected to come and go and cook what? Do you know what my mother puts in food for my father? That place is the way to my father's heart. So why do you allow her into that kitchen? Some of us today, our mother-in-laws have taken over our kitchen and they are cooking food for us and we are happy. So as for mother-in-law, sorry, and you're not coming to me and we school you. Wabeji fie no. Ono no aduane man kwala no, ono hwe ankwala na say dem free pa me hu na ato me sa no no aduane. You are happy that your mother-in-law is the one taking care of the house? Are you very excited? Listen to me. If your mother comes to the house to join you to marry your husband, your marriage will last than when your mother-in-law comes to join you. I'm telling you the truth. Me, if my mother is coming to our house, the things that my wife goes through, at times I even pity her. She wants to remop the guest room, change the bed sheet, rearrange the place, and go to the children's room and want to set everything because my mother is coming. The same time, when her mother is coming, as if nobody is coming. And I get worried. She says what? She'll come and do it. And she's always free when her mother is coming. And I also enjoy when her mother comes because they tend to serve me. So I become the king because two women are serving me. So when you give access to your mother as a man in your house, your marriage collapses. I know it's not fine. I know this thing I'm saying is not too nice. But unfortunately for me, somebody must hear this truth. This doesn't mean mother-in-law is a fool. They're you. But because, like Mama K said, they are the first rival to their son. So they don't believe anybody else can take care of their son apart from them. So they will challenge you. I don't think you should replace your mother with your mother-in-law. Let them know their limit. My mother doesn't come to our house and takes over the kitchen. One of the most painful things is when a man marries you and go and live with you with their mother and their father. I pity you. You will never know peace till you go into your grave. Even when, and this morning on Mama T's show, one lady made a statement that I'm still thinking about it. And Mama Kate did the same thing. She said something. They said, me the watna, no me jaw da. She said again, they can forgive you for what you have done to them, but they will punish you before the world will come to an end. So once you cheat and they catch you cheating, for example, they will tell you they have forgiven you, but they will punish you for it. So there are women who are going to live with their mother-in-laws after marriage because the men told them lies. Maybe you done and see any echo. A Daniel boss so any in ayeko. And tientram mame hokakra. And some have lived with their mother-in-laws 8 years, 10 years, 5 years, 12 years. And husband is still doing his best to build a house that is not known. And this has been the order of the day. Majority of us have gone through pain in the hands of mothers-in-law because we went to live with them in their house. But I understand the age of my mother right now, in her menopause, there are times she wants to walk with shorts in the house. There are times she wants to walk bare-chested in the house. But as long as I'm living in the same house with my wife, the nakedness of my wife cannot be seen by my mother. So because of my wife, my mother is always having a level of inconvenience. The same way, a young lady was a nurse. She was married into a family house. She can't go to work early in the morning because the mother-in-law says, "Opra humachia, adebechino na ingura na egufom." It don't mean pra humachia. Onche na denchi ansa na ompra. Just imagine. Obi esokwu adwuma ntem. And to sorry 4:30 no opera. Na se ba na si on to impress fee ho 4:30. E say debia opera wie no kwa osam be pra. And I didn't talk about you. So she cannot. And this is what she's going through. Look, I'm telling you that she tells me that she only cooks after 10 in the kitchen because on nasi bar the kitchen on new and nasi bar we are no call and to be a ben kwan or start a ben kwan and na do 10 p.m. E Tony or sit David the end yan say or nani da entosu any jane so e wo fridge mu one tobi 10 p.m. of course all the Quincy Jason Nasiba assistant tools ni Jenny use without asking her. Only one kobisa. Or see dino. They have toilet and bath where they are. And their mother-in-law to have toilet and bath in their place. And they have a guest toilet. Or see there are times that the mother-in-law will come and say she's not feeling too fine in their room. She wants to go and shit in their room. Then she will come to the son's bedroom to come and shit there. They have a dining table in the house. The daughter-in-law has never sat on the dining table to eat before. She can't even entertain friends in the house because now for 4 bar. Or see first no name says Adam for 4 be next is be by nobody the chibe fie some mesrano. Or by no name got in a sitting room. They call her for a meeting. So the next time the friends came, she made them stand under the Brofakatia tree under in the house. Or the Nkomia Babonting. Why should she entertain friends under the tree? Because one time on your mobile inside in a dining talk, so I share that TV. Nana da beso betie news area. Nasa na dafu phone ti until da to me and PM betie news. And ya or the for bar on bisa permission. Da any feel. They won't be a cost. So next time on your mobile, on your mujine biana say. I feel the nasi bar say. Adenti no di grofo dine duase a enkonua si we so onye mobile inside. Pam no twam no. Nobody visits her again.
Oh, Counselor.
Yes, my lord.
As women, why should you marry a man that still lives under their parents' roof?
David, I'm out some for a ferry. One thing you know that.
Counselor.
Maybe Mama make it because
Society is all holding women ransom. You are just saying, don't worry. Oh, I didn't know about this. A lot of women believe that they are made true and was semi worried.
I say no correct.
Listen, beautiful lady.
Say no correct.
Something.
Who are Valentina Wakasam? When Jazz had enough. What's so dear? What's so dear?
Do you know how many times I've gone in and out?
That's what's so dear. And you could have in. What that got to my idea home? The way I won't die.
Yeah. The thing is, enter and come out. Once I'm not happy, I'm out.
I know.
Period. That's me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Why should I get married to a man that still lives with the parents and the sisters?
He said he's building. He has not finished. He will finish very soon, Kaswa.
Finish building. That's why warrior. And before now, the cow was a tall plate.
Yes, yeah. But me done.
So you finish building your project, and then after, come and marry me.
Obiba Waleme. Obiba no be Waleme. Hey, you know, I got your cane. Remember why and now. And no crack. You know,
why underestimate value? And why you're not winning self-wealth?
Wow.
And why not what's one of the priorities?
Wow.
Do you understand? And but when you are a woman and you know your value, okay, and you know how much you wealth, you will never put yourself into this kind of stress and depression for yourself.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't, and I would never advise any of my children to do that. No way.
Oh, so you not agree that your daughter should go and live with the mother-in-law, especially when my mother is sick. My mother is not strong. I'm the only one living with my mother.
And let her son go get her a help.
Hey!
I am not your mother is your mother's helper.
What are you saying?
Your mother-in-law.
Be careful.
Mother-in-law. I will visit her. The moment I'm there, I'll take care of her. And that's it, I'm done. So if your mother is sick, that's the reason we have all the healthcare workers around.
Hey.
Invest money and get your mother.
Are you aware in Ghana, if you give your mother health care, they will call you for family meeting?
They should call. And then I will tell them because I have my life to live.
Ah.
I have my job.
Let me tell you something that happened about 3 weeks ago. The lady is a nurse. And all of a sudden, the mother-in-law have gotten mouth stroke. So they invited her. Say, yeah, they name Nancy Banner ebo mu fie ho. Na oye nurse yi no mboa ne enhwe no. Ena obisa omo say o hwe ne say nurse na say ye betua na na ye say wabu abusuo ne nimtia ene your friends are Hindu. Say wase ban so o hwe na diska no si there bi. Say mo pese o hwe ne say nurse there na say ne different. But say or hwe ne say na ase ba there ontumi nye.
You have to pay for my service.
Yes. And I called and I told her that. So I told her she did a mistake. Do you know why I said she did a mistake? In our profession, you don't take care of your family. So it was even wrong for her to accept to take care of the mother as a nurse.
Conflict of interest.
Yes. And she said, hey, one kaiho. So when they called the meeting, and I said in the meeting that she's not qualified to take care of the mother-in-law. In the first place, if it's in the hospital, she's covered and bound by the laws in the hospital. But at home, she cannot do that service. They should give the mother a nurse to take care of her because it's a curse for a daughter-in-law to see a mother-in-law's nakedness. As I speak to you, the marriage is at the edge of collapsing because the mother is sick or so on. Ebusuya force Beman de tua the nursing fee. In sema ye ki kan sesi ano. Na che so mo ye ne nurse. Nene adia to mo ani a. Why is she not ready to take care of their mother-in-law?
Yeah, because they sat in the exam room and wrote all her dissertations for her, right? You see, sometimes people say that I'm a bit harsh. I'm not harsh, but it's the truth. If we don't stop all these things and all Sanyamana, you used to as a family, Proverbs, it's all bullying. It's bullying. Okay? They end up bullying these women. And these women are vulnerable because they are putting their marriage first. Thinking, so listen, this is a society that if I don't put my marriage first, name calling, target. Stigmatization will come in straight away. And so because of that, I'm living to please my family, I'm living to please the society. So now let me do what they want me to do. And me, what that woman will not be happy doing it. Even taking care of this woman, she's not even going to take care of this woman with joy, with happiness, doing it. No. And when you come to the care industry, whoever that you are treating, you have to treat them equally with care, love, compassion. But this is a situation you're forcing me to me, you're teaching me minute, you're teaching me said you're good. There is no love. Because yes, by force when you're dementia, when you name, so we put down what to man, to go or what to who will see it, nobody will see it. It's about time we stop all these things. So you think that no daughter-in-law should have any common relationship with a mother-in-law as a wife? No, that's not what I'm saying. Your mother-in-law is your husband's mother.
Okay.
Treat her as your husband's mother.
Can she replace your mom?
No, she cannot replace
my mom. Mother is dead, though.
No.
Never. Counselor, never.
Hey.
No.
Hey. Mr. Demu.
Your mother-in-law should not even be your friend in the first place.
Hey.
No. Yeah. Your I will give you the respect. Your husband's mother. If my mother is alive, I treat my mom as my mother. But my husband's mother is my husband's mother. Period. I cannot do certain things for my mother-in-law. I don't even have the right to do that.
Wow.
Yeah. Once we get to the understanding as women, for my whole life, I've always been praying to God. One of my biggest prayer topics, any man that I would truly love, okay, mother shouldn't be alive. Listen, I know myself.
Why? You want to kill your husband's mother before they love?
No. They should be dead and gone.
Hey!
Married to their son.
Why?
Seriously, and you see, sometimes prayers work.
Oh, don't do this. Don't do this.
And God knows what you can take. And God knows my weakness.
What?
And God knows my strength. And it worked for me exactly. Perfect. And I'm happy, enjoying my life.
What are you saying? Mama K.
We keep prayers. To end all the stress that we go through. Because you can do everything in this. There are some mother-in-laws that you can never please them. Oh my God, do whatever that. If you want, cut your head off. Cook it and serve them with it. They will still call you names. They will not appreciate you. They will not consider you as one of them.
Wow.
We've seen it, we've heard it.
Oh, so you believe that when you marry a man whose mother is dead, you have peace of mind in the marriage? Hey, Moya Mao.
Yeah, Council, when it comes to mother-in-law side, when your mother-in-law is not around, you have a peace of mind in your marriage.
Hey, somebody says true.
When it comes to that side, yeah.
Hey.
Me myself, I've never been married, so I don't know much about it, but what I know is what I'm saying.
Well, somebody says on Facebook. Somebody says on Facebook. Let me read this one, then you come in, Anita. I'll say, no matter what you do, your mother-in-law will not be appreciative since she is unhappy with life. Either their daughters' marriages are failing or they are, because of all the harm by ex-mom-in-law has done to me and my kids. I despise her. Oh, no, girl. No, girl. We'll find a way to help you not to despise it. Why the way, counselor? Because I'm a mother-in-law. Yes, counselor, perfect. That's coming from Olivia. So she's saying that sometimes your mother-in-law is not happy with you because the first thing is she is going through problem for her daughter's marriage. She didn't have a good marriage, and she has seen that the son is treating you well, and that is why she's not happy with you. Can that also be a problem why they are not happy with you?
Absolutely. Counselor, yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, let me bring this point as well.
Mm-hmm.
That sees their sons as their husbands.
Is it wrong? Is it wrong? Is it wrong? Is it wrong?
It's wrong.
Why?
He's your son. How can you see your son as your husband?
Because my husband died early and I didn't marry again and I stayed to take care of them.
No, that was the choice you made.
No, because I want to take care of the children well. That's why today they are doctors and engineers.
Absolutely, Counselor. You cannot replace a spouse with a child.
But I have done it. That's work.
Well, when you worry over 10 years in here.
Why are they?
Now, my mother-in-law on Tiasi. Me quite worry as you know, empire woman without a boy, me boss empire.
Hey, what do you mean?
Me be because me I pass it. This dear, now my husband, I didn't know what you know. Attitude that me who you know. Me pay here na me book to get catch ya me say ya me. Say you na me ba be kwa. And you be because there's the new one that. Me na kasa phone so but what is that vibe na? E wo mother-in-law, daughter-in-law. Na me.
There's a fear women la.
It works. It really works because you know yes, so has maybe baby I met Bruno mean to me no.
Are you sure?
Oh yes, because my husband on the last one you know or come on
Wow.
Yes.
Somebody say mother-in-laws.
Sometimes
Be a cobra.
you have the peace of mind when they are not around. They're not here.
Yes, mother-in-laws be a cobra. Yeah, Francis, in-laws. Somebody says thank you, caller. Yes.
Ono wa funny say na ye funny say they funny say mama ni kruso ese wuye eno no akasa tete ne ma no oni mo ya wa sa oba we pa obetimi afa mu afa mama ni nsim
Sa
yo be ye bia ni ho e be so mama ni ni
sa
yo be ye bia ni oh yeah
na
be say the counselor sisi o
na enye no press say enkola na papa wuye no ode ne ho to se nkwala ni ti onwale bio na nkwala ya wie school enti na odi adanse wa sorry den enwanu me adofo ye den Nyankopon ase moyi Nyankopon ye na do ye wo hoda me kunu wu ye ifie du miensanie me de me ye fo to ho de me ho to ho se mebo brahwe me mbei enese me gina hana me be ya dane doctor me de asida ma Nyankopon twedi amponyame ene oware a me da nyame asese me be nya oba bi wale me tu oba bi afo se ukunu wu a fa wani tu nyame anim na hwe wo mma no ba ya bi is it wrong?
Counselor, it's never wrong, but yeah, time will be you say or worry no jino sa medimemba ye me kun medimemba me mama say or yes had ni bi and medimemba ye me kun tini worry bio medimemba ye me kun tini worry bio me mama yari unya ya free mu nyina me timi e ka say so wan worry bio no ka ho because me papa we no you very young
No awale
46 years ago wan worry bio
why
46 years one worry bill
in number bro
65 and sana wo film on the year in the bibia and to sad no na say fan say bia or baby be worry me brother or the any brain na be see oba ne so so te ase or the any brain na be see oba ne so ayo oba na yakayaka de bebre but any quite so yes a true time as some warrior jai sa me do my na free or China na free or Sansona unya sa odone di ma or baby or baby worry or babema Sanson will be to be no dog and the ama or mamma now woman. So now will be case Ayana mother-in-law's nibi or mamma or my fili say or my brabo cosu day and a cray or decide ni brand the sea or banner while worrying the babema and the bano bemani show ye. Me, if you cut me from balance and catch you almost into one show when you ask me see. Say, oh no, what worry up? Yeah, bono, yet it's no one I worry you. Now, dear, we don't talk about them and for so far, or maybe no more, and fast our how any movie. Into mostly no, and then man, or Munyama or Mudia, and you in the nano. If you are if my am before.
No, but so if your son or if your husband is not treating you well and you are not nice with the mother, then how do you solve this problem? Because as a matter of fact, people believe that when you're nice with your mother-in-law, anything that happens, you can easily go and report to her. Is that true? Because this young man came into the system. And a girl no kokachi and mommy say, Nebano afido sorry on tenefie and sanom ebro ninyama. Do you know what the mother-in-law said? Hey, musu sembe na aken. Meba kwabre no monsada. Meba kwabra nya masem da. Ube wale na ude no mi abekana masisi o ya mas. The woman said, the son don't drink. The son doesn't womanize. It is when the lady came to marry the son that he has disturbed the son, and then the son is drinking, the son is smoking, and the son is womanizing. When the lady went to report, so I don't know where we are standing. My last bit of the question is that who must control your mother-in-law? Is it you or your husband? Who must control them?
Counselor.
Yes, sir. Hey, yeah. we have a man here. Let's hear the man.
Yeah, Counselor, that's a
yeah, my son-in-law has come.
Counselor, say we a bema na wawaria. Who bema no? Una umami vru wawarim.
Okay.
Say umami tumia una wamani tumi ubema no una wamani tumi sanso na wo ba no se wo so wo maame tumi wo mawari mu a de wo dia ko na ma wo maame nya se tumi no.
Okay.
It you must get to a point to say we set boundaries for people.
Okay.
Even we hear no kra won no wo ho no, there should be boundaries.
Okay.
There are boundaries we really intimate cross it, and also many who know boundaries. Also boundaries are also set.
Okay.
Now, without guide, without fencing it, if you are so be to me into
okay.
Now, answer na me mami, ebenya me wife who information. What you
okay.
Me and I'm a cancel. Okay. Be a channel for my wife.
Okay.
It will be a simple CV. And yeka. Yo for Bakuni in Yasam, or Kansam Bibri. As some I don't know can say. Obano, open the dia, oh, Kansam Nayajebi.
Sir. Wisdom.
So what I say?
Yes.
Or say open the dia, oh, Kansam Na
Jabi. You're coming now.
Because why are you careful? As if you are okay, won't even call it.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
How are you bringing your in-laws into our marriage?
Okay.
Now, where their limit is.
Okay.
Me mami the limit. No, worry.
All right.
You are simply on Kabi because the entire me mami wouldn't limit the beam himself about a bia donema.
Okay.
I send Bia me make a family year and shre me mami no. Me mami tabachi.
Yes.
Hey, no matter what, me mami will support me.
That's true.
It me mami cannot be a good judge.
That's true.
Sanso na obane mami, eso so bi bia obane beko kan wo no, otane ba echi.
Wow.
It will not soon to be a good judge. It you must lead and ensure say you are leading correctly.
All right.
Now we are fair.
Okay.
In every decision you make. That's
all right. So from where this young man just spoke to us, it means that the management of the in-law is not done by the wife, it's done by the man. So I think yesterday I was sharing with you people that I visit my mother most of the times on weekend after church. After preaching long, I go and see her. And anytime we are going, she's ready to prepare food for us to come and eat. But there are times that the food my mother will prepare, my wife will not like to eat. So look at what happens. Anytime we are going, my mother says food is ready. I say, I'll call you back just now, mommy. Then I ask my wife, mommy says she has done so and so food. Will you eat? If my wife says no, she won't eat. Because she won't eat, I am hungry, but I won't eat. It's simple. I won't go and sit and eat. So that my mother will lay me a table in the presence of my enemy, who is my wife. Immediately I start eating in front of my wife. Then my mother will say, why want you like eating my food? What is it? This is the same food I've been cooking for your husband before he grew and you came to marry him. I don't want to hear that. So there are times I'm very hungry. I'll just go and drink water, take Coca-Cola, and I will drink with biscuits. And we'll leave there quickly. And my wife will buy me something on the way because I'm hungry. What am I doing? I am managing my mother. Listen, some of you, your wife can easily pick your phone and call your mother. There's a story that happened in a crowd. The woman has never had a child. On water. Your friend, yeah. It's in my many friend, yeah. It's very painful. Or what in the bano on water. Enti on fre or bana yao. On in the bana kasa. Or say na yawo him. Hey. Eda I better in the bar and nana mama dear. So that's how they talk. Enti ne bana fre na hey kwame ne ya. Mawari idea. Nyamimbre mu. That is how they greet themselves. And on Mother's Day, the lady just picked the husband's phone and called the mother. Ofa phone no kasa ne ba be man na afre. Hey Kwame, na ya wo he. Yana ya wondane no wo na na mama ne man happy Mother's Day why? Then the woman said, "Mama pa cho e meal." I say, "Hey, na Kwame wo he?" And the woman cut the line. It became a big family issue. Now, who caused the trouble? I told them, it is you, the man, who caused the trouble. Under no circumstance should you pick a phone call and don't let the person know who is at the other side. It's a big mistake. I don't sit in my car and open my Bluetooth when my mother calls me. That mistake. When your mother calls, ma, who a Bluetooth, who a speaker, I don't do it. If my wife wants to call my mother, she should call my mother with her phone. So my mother will know that this is her daughter-in-law calling. So the best person who can manage your mother-in-law is you. So let me give you the scenario. I am married to Abner. So me, I am the husband. Abner's mother is my in-law. So my question is, between me and Abner, who is the law? Let me repeat the question again. I am married to Abner. So me, Abner, and the mother. Between the three of us, who is the law? Is it me? Is it Abner? Is it the mother? Who is the law? Can anybody give me the answer? Well, let me answer you. Abner and me are married. And the mother is my mother-in-law. So the law is Abner. I cannot operate my in-law without the law. Anytime I want to address my in-law, I need to go through the law. So I can't talk to my mother-in-law without my daughter, my wife. That is why the day we will treat conflict resolution here, you will learn that I cannot report my wife to my mother. Neither can I report my wife to her mother. If there's any conflict in our house, the only person I can talk to is me, my family. And my family can call my wife's family. Me. My father-in-law can never send me a message to come and see him. It won't happen. Neither can my mother-in-law do that. Anytime my mother is coming to our house, I alert my wife, not ask permission. I only let her know that your in-law is coming here to come and do XYZ. But anytime my mother-in-law is coming, my wife tells me because it is by permission. So that when I come to the house, I know that I have a visitor. And I'm saying that when your wife's mother comes to join you in the marriage works. When your mother comes, there's always contention. Manage your mothers, wives, Stop becoming friends with your mother-in-law. Respect them by law. That's all. Respect them by law. Respect, because all of you having male children, you are future troublesome witches in the making. So once you are praying that when you are coming to the marriage, oh God, take the life of my mother-in-law before I marry, remember, somebody is going to pray the same prayer. That let Anita go, let her go, let Mama K go before I marry the son. Hey, Empire because of Anita, who be bumpire my UFU. Maza, may your mother-in-law, you're careful. For woman mother-in-law, who can say that for? Hey, if you be at semi, young pona me yadina at that for, but if I so a mother-in-law cannot be a friend, and they can replace your mother. Let's learn to recognize them. Let's recognize them. Give them the respect they deserve. And those of you who are not fortunate and you are living in the same house with your mother-in-law, I'm sorry to say that. Do everything possible to even rent a single room and live far. It is better. The final thing I'm saying is that when your children go to your husband's mother's house, the children become wayward. But when they go to your wife's mother's house, they become better. I know you won't agree with me, but I'll give you a practical example. When my children go to my wife, my mother, anytime the children misbehave, my mother will pick a phone and call my wife. Abby, these children, when you talk to them, if you touch them just now, they come and report that I'm beating them. Talk to them. Because my mother thinks that when she spanks our child, my wife will be angry. So I seem to say, I would not touch them until, so that you don't complain. But hear me. Anytime they go to my mother-in-law and they misbehave, she whips them because the daughter and the mother are one. Unfortunate for us, we develop our mother's house, put tiles on the floor, and our mother-in-law's house is still a dusty place. So when the children go there to play, they come back with cold. May I encourage you that no matter what it is, support your wife to develop the mother's house, because it's the best place for the future of your children. Your wife's mother is more important in the marriage to you than your own mother. I said it yesterday, given the chance, and I made this statement at the banquet hall. The then Minister of Tourism, she was a woman. She was upset. My mother was sitting on Mother's Day, and I said, as you are sitting here right now, if anything happens right now to me, my mother-in-law is sitting there, my mother is sitting there, the first person I will whisk out of this building is my wife. They said I didn't speak well. I should apologize. And I took the microphone and I repeated it. And I mean it. I'm telling you, let me be a fool. But if you ask me to choose between my mother and my wife, tell me that there's only one mother, but there are many wives. It is not true. As I speak to you, my senior wife is irreplaceable. Nobody can replace her. My mother will die and we'll have a funeral and we'll bury her. I will not exchange my wife with my mother. In my house, I told you the story before. My mother visited us. And when she visited, all of a sudden she took a sweeping brush and started dusting and sweeping the house, which is a good idea. But it was wrong. So I was inside when my wife came to me and said, hey, your mom has come. She's cleaning the place with the children. I don't even know what to say. I said, don't worry. Pretend you didn't see her. Don't even go and greet her. Did she you say no, she didn't see me? I said, come back into the room. I will go and fuel the fire. I waited for like 10, 15 minutes. Then I came out of there. I said, hey, when did you come? He said, oh, today because of traffic, I came early. I said, and what are you doing? Oh, I'm doing exercise. But I said, you can't do this in this house. Why are you dusting? Well, the place is not dusty. So what are you cleaning? I saw her cleaning dust. I said, you can't clean it. Do you know what we use it for? When you do this, you are disgracing me. What would you want my wife to come and say? That she's dirty? Stop what you're doing. I don't like it. And because I'm the son of this woman, she rather kept so quiet and felt bad and asked my daughter to go and put the things down because the father is angry. And I went into the room as if I'm the most angry person on earth. And I heard my mother telling my wife, hey, your husband is angry because I was dusting. Please go and tell her I'm sorry. You see what I did is a planting to defend my wife. Yes. Why should you come and dust in my house?
God bless you.
Me, as I'm working, I'm the biggest fool in marriage. I'm telling you. I know.
No, God will bless you.
And every day my wife says,
God will bless you.
everything I do, when I scrub, when I cook, when I dust, my wife will go and say that, as for your mother, God bless her. Because the way you support me is because of what you learned from your mother. You see how she's praising my mother? And anytime my mother comes to her house, my wife will serve her as if she's going to a hotel. The same way, when we go to my mother's house, my wife doesn't do anything. Oh, hey, if you make a mistake and ask her to do something, you are in trouble. They have to serve her like a queen. Yes, because when she goes to a family house, she doesn't have rights in that house. They have to serve her. So how does I take my wife to my family house and she go and cook? My mother is pounding fufu and I go and see my wife in this new dress, wearing this wig. That you see my wife will tie her wig like this. Yeah, fufu so hey, it won't happen. And my mother knows it. My mother knows it. When we go to a funeral and they are serving and they want to give me food, they come to me and they say, what will you eat? I say, go and ask my wife. Then they'll go and say, Mommy, Daddy, what should we give Daddy? Then they will go and ask her, and she'll say, oh, bring her this. He won't take this, he won't take this. One day I remember that my mother was bringing me granules. And my wife told my sister that, oh, I don't chew granules. And they want to make some trouble about it. I say, why? Are you poor witches? Didn't my wife tell you I don't chew granules? Hey, since when did you stop? I said, since I got married, I stopped chewing granules. Hey, then they said it in Ghana. No, no, who boy ye let me ninka etife no ni ho. Look, you know the way at times I treat my family when it comes to my wife. I pray that I'll be there for every day because when I'm not there, what they will do to us. But they respect her because she was not common before I married her. My last point to all of you is that those of you who are not married, don't be common before they marry you. Don't be common before they marry you. And I'm say, weekend here, many won't be a fear no be home. Oh, Kwabena, weekend here, me young cool. Madame will be your birthday party or East Lagos. Into Meko. Yes, she said next week more time and Mako. It means that the mother will see that you are valuable. But no mammy can you know what cancel program be no call mammy ho. Mammy ba chon ai. Hey, oh kwa wash here. Na wo kunu ni mammy na tia. Me mom hu tete na koda. Sorry, ahomachi na fifio. Don't go and help them in the house. Don't cheapen yourself before the marriage. People who know me very well. The lady that I was supposed to marry some 30-something years ago. My mother's birthday, then she went to give my mother birthday cake. Me, I'm not planning to go and give the woman cake. Before I got there, she has a cake. And she was smiling and telling me, this person, they brought me cake. Oh, this lady brought cake, this cloth and these things. And I said, which lady? She was describing the girl. I don't know which girl was. Because the girls were many. Then I figured and I realized that shit is this one. Then I called her. My dear, I just came to my mom's place. And she said he brought her cake and these things. Thank you very much. But how did you introduce yourself before you release the cake? Please, this is your last time with me. I can't live with such a person who is a traitor. And I broke up with her. I didn't marry her. I broke up with her because of the cake. She got upset. She got angry. 10 years after her marriage, she comes back to tell me that what I did is what has given her the mastery in her marriage. She now appreciates what I did after 10 years. I don't want you to be common in my family. There's funeral, and we are taking cloth. Then you two, a girlfriend, you want to take some of the cloth. For what? Who were they were you? And I'm wake keeping, but some about wake keeping. Now, and me Thursday. Na me be bo amu nu aduane. Wo ye cook. Wo pede ho. Don't cheapen yourself before your in-laws. And remember, your mother-in-law can never replace your mother. She can never become your best friend. May we have this heart, not to pray to kill them, but to learn to manage them. If your mother-in-law is alive and she's creating trouble for you, please come and let you know how to manage it. The best person that can manage your in-law is your husband and not you. Don't manage your mother-in-law. Don't deal with her. Let your husband do it. Any other comments as I wrap up with my gifts?
Counselor, thank very you're insightful. Now, Ukasimbi, if I am crying home, I can say, young trade like your mother-in-law.
Yes, in Silnumufino.
Yes, Obano, if you know, your fear needs some go with Goya Hona, your manner, Ebeko, eventually. Now, as some way, Kyrie, as my miss me mother, a catcher me, a family boy home, catcher say, was he, my opening can it and call the year more a side gummy bano, a payment, my side bar, as a member you per wall side, not an alka say, uncle, any mammy side, or say, Obania Denya or a stranger.
That's true.
Okansa semono mantiasie na medwen se bia so mpeme bana sem ba wose no oye denya obano mini ho a oni place bia in this family.
That's true.
But a ba o yere aside odia o role to play.
That's true.
It manani kan ko.
That's true.
Because omo na the family.
That's true.
And omami kun say in the marriage now mini wo no. Indirectly, you are a stranger. Who Bemano? We are only crano, but Obano, and no crano, and no one said, you know, Unqua Bemano, I ho. Because Obano and then crani free be looking at your contest, now you woman. And you know, share your responsibilities. Now feels also no manage dear. There was also manage as a man, and said you can. And I think that yes, sir, a peace of mind.
Correct.
Now a very responsible person.
Thank you.
That's for your advice.
That's a wafa, the American, Yamishra. Any other one?
Counselor, Miss Makaka,
Young Pony Pom.
Challenges no me wujidi se so fewa bibia beka koto deda na yensa ye mari so se ye phone church ne fa ni ya enyama bibidi aboye abraye koi awari mu no ye bi de se ye ni de se ni kwai se ye rules se ye play as a daughter-in-law na yankwa kwaye tsedie wedding guy and me mafanya mabibre de bia oba me fam jota na me jota nya se ne be ya be bo me
dachi so thank you all very much. Any other points? Hello.
Yes, so on the you've spoken well. On the girlfriend aspect, like especially, if you are dating a guy, some of them, the guy has not even made intention of marrying you. You are just boyfriend, girlfriend. If they have anything, these girls, they want to go there and to man of a soul trebi. So unnecessary cooking to go and give the mother. Who sent you? I don't know what's wrong with some of those girls, and they feel that is what will make the man marry you. If he will marry you, he will marry you. If you cook, you go and do the laundry of the whole village. He will marry you. So, I don't understand them. You see, so I think people should pick from it, and moreover, the in-law thing and the kids. No. You see, when some men see those men who do this thing as weak.
Yes.
I keep saying, you see, when you joke with your wife's family and maybe your wife herself, no, sometimes it is your, later life or old age life you are joking with. I'm saying it. I'm telling you.
That's true.
But they won't understand.
That's true.
They will never understand. They will tell you, oh, he's a simp. He's a simp. He doesn't understand.
Yeah.
That is not how marriage works.
That's true.
So if you are young and you are a man and you are learning, learn well and be responsible.
That's true.
It is not with what all these boys on the internet, on the streets are saying. The practicality, the practical aspect of it is different.
That's true.
And that is why you see some men keeping quiet. You just look at them, you think he's now in it and he knows how it is practically.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
So I won't talk much, but I mean that is it.
Thank you so much. Okay, so me and say our home. Yay! Mother-in-law, if you can buy it, now so by I am any meeting a meeting. Boga mother-in-law or cabro. All right, thank you all very much. And we are doing our gifting every 5 minutes. The last minute, seconds, we use it for gifting. But the lesson is that we have been told that Oba Enyaka on Fambrefi, but may catch it when they say, if you tile your mother's house, go and tile your mother-in-law's house. The children are more safe with your wife's mother than your mother. It doesn't mean your mother is bad, but your mother will pamper your children. Your wife's mother have the right to spank them and discipline them. Love your wife. Make her the hero you want her to be. Protect your wife from the wrath of your mother. I'm grateful you joined us. And I didn't hear Doreen speaking today. I didn't hear Abna speaking today. Thank you for the cap. Wow. It fits me on the wig. So Doreen and Abna, wrap up for me. And let's receive the gift while they wrap up. Doreen, let me hear you.
So today has been bad. I've been struggling
with network.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But at least I've heard a lot.
Okay. Were you listening? Were you listening from Ghana?
No, I don't want to reveal my location.
That is why your network. If it's Ghana, I know you have this challenging network. All right. If it's Kenya, the network is good. Auntie, what Ghana? Young boy. Monyana me po mo anye kura me tu ha.
Don't try it. Don't try it. Wrapping up, I think what I'll say is that it is beautiful when we live together, we love each other, we respect each other, give reverence to each other. Bearing in mind our limits. Okay, your mother-in-law can never be your mother. It is not possible. Give them the maximum respect they need, but don't overdo things.
Obviously, we be a cobra. Hey, for woman, we can boy.
Don't overdo things. You lose your relevance.
Okay.
Be live your best of life.
Okay.
Do what you can. Live what you can.
Good.
Allow the natural flow to take place. Don't overdo things. Don't go and impress. No. Because if you're not careful, and then your mother-in-law starts or disrespect to another, it translates to how your husband treats
Okay.
If you are not careful, not a bear man, when you're very independent minded, not or some mama bafone bia. What I say. And now, tell me, I make say, so Obama, one of my main chain on no, pasabasa. Or train my memo, how does she talk to you, that woman?
Okay.
Yeah. And you know, do what you can as a wife.
Okay.
If you are a girlfriend, you don't have a kid.
All right.
Oba, tinape, bompae, se upe kununa bompae na yembe yo hwade na become a daughter-in-law.
Okay. Don't
do things now. Oh, bear man ma so to get into the family, to get into the it is so bad. Tomorrow, yeah, the back kayo. Obe ma ka say me na me ndo ma me le force me na me ware me ni dem ma me wo. Tina wana bear man who no ka say me do no fa unko fie say ma. This is the woman my heart beats for. This is the woman I want to be with.
That's good.
And trust me, all things being equal, you're going to be respected. You'll enjoy your marriage. You'll enjoy your husband's family, and everything will be okay. At the end of the day, what I say is that we give you a cobra. We give you a cobra. We give you a cobra. I'm done.
Abra. Nice, thank you. Abra, what's your final one for us?
It's just no limit. As wives, my kids do things overboard.
Okay.
I didn't say science. My try to impress people. Daddy. Mother-in-law
all right.
And then you have to extra. And then the money have some sports the amount. Just be yourself. Don't overdo things. Now in your counselor they can be so and then maybe and but or maybe no you'll be in that situation. Now why your reference? Now they two more. My final words.
Abna, thank you so much, and thank all of you. Thank you, Mama K came through from UK. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Doreen. Thank you, Adia Pena. Thank you all for joining. Anita, thank you so much. And those of you on Facebook, those of you asking for my WhatsApp line, my WhatsApp number is 862 571 3950. 862 571 3950. 862 571 3950. You can WhatsApp me and I'll talk to you. But remember, this particular show was brought to you by Ginger Honey Chips. Order your own wherever you are on 862-215-2007. And don't forget that today I came in as the best mother-in-law from UK. My son has just gotten married. If you are in Ghana, +1. 862 is United States of America. That's my WhatsApp. It's a lifetime WhatsApp.
How to mention it?
862 571 3950. 862 571 is an old WhatsApp line. This number has been there for 10 years now. So please, you can go for it. Please, you can go there. Thank you for joining me. All of you on Facebook, you say, God bless me. I take the blessing. Those who gave me gifts, God bless you. I saw a cap. And God bless you for giving me gifts. God bless you for supporting the brand Counselor Lutot. And this is what we call the School of Relationship and Marriage. God willing, tomorrow will come your way again and we'll have a topic that will come. Expect me in a different week or a different style. Today, my clothing... Please. If you've not gone to examine your breast, please go and examine it. Yes, everybody, it's October. Go and examine your breast if there's a lump in it. Yeah, live. I'll examine my breast tomorrow. No phone in here. It's so. Anapo Nyami Shramo. God bless you, and I'll see you again. Good night. Thanks to all of you for your support. Enjoy your evening. Bye, my dear. All right, those of you on Facebook, it's been a blessing. Without you, I didn't know what we could have done today with the show. Oh my God, it's been lovely. Please continue following Counselor Lutot and continue following the brand. It's been lovely today. I came in as your mother-in-law, well dressed. I'm off now, but the lessons have been learned. 862-571-3950 is my WhatsApp line. If you have any challenge, get in touch with me and you not regret you did. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. I'm out of here for now, but God bless you. I'll see you again tomorrow on the same network, on the School of Marriage and Relationship. Bye for now.
I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but these ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America. Everywhere you want. 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this. Or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpadashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice, nice, nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you. I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but these ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America. Everywhere you want. 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this. Or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpadashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice, nice, nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you. I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but these ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America. Everywhere you want. 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this. Or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpadashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice, nice, nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you. I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but it's ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America, everywhere you want. 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this, or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpadashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice, nice, nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.